Yo, what is up YouTube? It's Dizzy Reacts, and today we got a new video on BlackySpeakz. He just released a video about an hour ago on this whole David situation. It's called this David story. It just got really dark. And honestly, I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with this whole situation happening around with David. I've been keeping up with it, and it's kind of insane. You know what I mean? I remember a couple of days ago, I was downstairs in my kitchen trying to cook up something to eat. I was trying to make some pasta and all that, and yeah, I saw it on the TV, and I was like, what just happened? 15-year-old dead body found in the trunk of his Tesla. That's insane to me. Whether if he's innocent or guilty, this guy should go to jail. This is insane to me. You know what I mean? Like, if he's innocent, take him to jail. This guy just groomed a 13, 15-year-old girl. This guy's a Geppetto. This guy is on the Epstein list, if you know what I'm saying. Like, bro, this guy should go to jail. This is literally, he had, like, she's a minor. I don't want to say something that would get me banned, or would get me like in trouble with YouTube. I don't want to say too much about it. I don't want to use the right or the wrong words, you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, this guy's a PDF file, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna have everything? How you gonna I never knew who David was. I never knew where he came from. I just knew he had a little, buzz on TikTok, and he blew up with one of his songs from TikTok. This guy had everything. This guy was signed to a record label. This guy had millions of dollars. This guy had millions of fans. He's touring right now. I heard he's on a American tour, and he's about to do his Europe tour or something like that. You have all of that, and you decide to do some craziness with a minor. Like, what are you doing, bro? This is insane to me. Like, everywhere I scroll right now on the internet, I'm seeing Discord leaks between messages of him and with the girl. Her name is Celeste. I'm seeing videos pop up. I think a couple of days ago I saw a stream with David and Celeste, and they were talking about how like, he was doing again, I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, but this is crazy to me. Whether if he was innocent, take him to jail. If he's guilty, take him to jail. Like, I'm so happy that all this has come to light. I'm so happy that, people are more aware of the situation. But obviously, God rest and bless the souls of the lives that were affected by this foolishness from David. God bless the girl. God bless the mother. God bless her family. God bless anyone that's been affected by this whole situation. This is crazy to me, and I pray that justice should be served quickly, because there's a lot of damning evidence. Even though he didn't do it, there's a lot of damning evidence that he was having sexual relationships with a minor, which is as a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how people do that. It's insane to me. But then again, like, America is going through a situation right now with Epstein and the list and everything. So again, I don't get it. I don't understand how people decide, oh, I'm a, what I'm saying, with an underage. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I literally could never. That makes me sick to my stomach, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, we're gonna be reacting to BlackySpeakz, and we're gonna be hearing what he has to say on this whole situation. I hope you guys are blessed. Hope you guys are chilling, and hope you all are doing good. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to post more on this channel, and I'm trying to see what's gonna happen in this video, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully the police take action. Hopefully justice is served quickly.
Last week, you probably heard about the viral story surrounding popular singer David, spelled D4vd. It started when the body of a Jane Doe was found inside a Tesla registered to him. At first, there was no confirmation that David had any connection to her until now. The David story just got really dark, and in this video, I'm going to break it down all together with you. So drop a like on this video, because you're in for one hell of a story. Now, before we get into the latest developments, Let's rewind for a second because just a few days ago, this is what we knew. Popular singer David, spelled d4vd, a 20-year-old Houston-raised artist who blew up on TikTok with his song Romantic Homicide, a sleeper hit with over 1.6.
I heard everyone saying that his song Romantic Homicide is like his confession. Excuse me. It's like his confession to the crime he committed. I don't know, but then again, like everything's just crazy right now.
Billion streams on Spotify that opened the door for him to a major record deal, global recognition, tours, and major brand collabs. On the surface, he was just a young star living the dream life. But about a week ago, Los Angeles police made a discovery, one that would soon be connected to David himself. On September 8th, 2025, police in Los Angeles found a decomposed body inside a Tesla, and that Tesla was registered to a David Burke, which turned out to be popular singer David himself. According to reports, workers at an impound lot noticed a foul odor coming from the car. When they opened up the Tesla's trunk, they discovered human remains stuffed inside a bag.
That's so crazy. There's some evil people in this world, honestly. Like, evilness in this world is just insane, bro. Like, I can never imagine stuffing a body. Like, so, I can never imagine just stuffing someone, you know what I'm saying, in the trunk of a Tesla. That's jarring. That's like, bro, that's just evilness. That's the devil's work right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to me. It is crazy to me.
The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner described her as a female, about 5'2", weighing just 71 pounds, which equals to 32 kilograms for my international viewers. She had wavy black hair, metal stud earrings, a yellow bracelet, and a tattoo on her right index finger that literally read, "Shh," like, "shh, quiet." At the time, her name wasn't released, but those details alone were shocking as they were considering who this car was connected to.
Yeah, I also heard they have matching tattoos. The tattoo that was found on her finger saying "shh," it's probably the same tattoo that David has. I read it somewhere on Twitter. Then again, I don't know. I'm not really doing detective work on this because you know, I can't do detective work on this. I'm just gonna get sick and just feel very, very terrible about myself. Like it's insane to me. I don't do well with topics like this.
The LAPD confirmed the vehicle had been sitting in the yard for days, and they even had to call David himself, who was on tour at the time, to inform him that his car had a body inside of it. And David was cooperating with the police and claimed he had no knowledge of what they found. But while that was happening, the fallout started hitting him hard. Clothing brand Hollister, who had just launched a campaign with David, pulled his images from their website and seemingly ended their relationship with the singer quietly. And at the same time, the internet was asking a lot of questions, right? How did this young popular artist with no history of violence suddenly get tied to something this disturbing? For the past week, things have been up in the air with no real answers, but what's come out since then changes everything. A week after the news broke, we finally got confirmation of who that person was. According to NBC News, the victim was identified through forensics as 15-year-old.
R.I.P. God bless her soul. She's in a better place right now. God bless her soul.
Celeste Rivas. Celeste had been reported missing out of Lake Elsinore back in April of 2024. According to authorities, she left her home around 9 p.m. one evening and never came back. Her family put out flyers, posted her photos, and pleaded for anyone with information to come forward so their baby girl could be brought home. At the time of her disappearance, she had last been seen wearing gray pants.
I was watching XUC say something about this, right? And I think I think it's a valid point. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, because I said that a lot of people were leaking like the Discord messages between David and Celeste, and XUC, he brought up a good point. He's like, yo, they're in a Discord server and everyone knows that she's missing and she's underage, and no one decided to take it to the police. No one decided to take action. That's so true. Everyone in that Discord server should be held accountable and reliable to this situation, because if I was in a server and I seen all this happening, I would have taken it to the police immediately. I would have brought it to the authorities. What you mean that I know what you mean? Like immediately I would have taken this up to the authorities. So everyone in that Discord server that was quiet and knew what was going on, behind closed doors, insane to me. Insane.
A black sweater, and Hello Kitty sandals. So when police connected the remains inside David's Tesla to Celeste through forensic testing, it wasn't just a tragic discovery. It was the end of a year-long search her family had been desperately holding on to hope for. Authorities also said that she had likely been dead inside that Tesla for an extended period of time before the body was discovered. Right now, the exact cause of death
probably
has
a
not
week.
Yet been determined.
The body was decomposing, probably a week.
Has not classified the case as a homicide
or more.
Or released a manner of death, and there are no suspects at this time. As for David himself, real name David Burke, a spokesperson said he was informed of the situation and that he is fully cooperating with authorities. At the time, like we stated, he was of course on tour, but his scheduled show in Seattle was canceled immediately after the news broke. So with Celeste now identified, the tragedy hit even harder. A 15-year-old little girl who had been missing since 2024 was found in the trunk of a car registered to a popular singer in the music industry. Just as the internet was trying to process what happened, police have officially made their next move, and it shows just how serious they're taking this case right here. Within 48 hours of Celeste being officially identified,
they searched his resident, right?
Police executed
they searched David's home
at a Hollywood Hills home where David had been staying. He doesn't own the property, but sources confirmed it was a place he had been living recently. And here's where things get more serious. TMZ reports that the home was actually rented by David's manager, and detectives did not leave empty-handed. LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division walked out with several evidence bags and a computer. Photos and videos posted earlier this year even showed David inside the house, singing with producer Benny Blanco in the kitchen and dancing in the living room. TMZ compared the interiors of that footage to real estate listings, and they matched the property that police searched. Neighbors also recall seeing that same Tesla parked outside the house for days before it was eventually towed. A car with Texas plates and a big dent that stood out on the street. At the time, no one thought much of it, but looking back now, perhaps it was no coincidence. So for now, police haven't
stuff like this makes me wonder, like, how many, like, you know what I'm saying, how many things happen, like, in secrecy, or how many, like how do I explain this? How do I put this in a way? Like, oh, you're just walking down the street, you know what I'm saying? You see a black Tesla with a dent on it and license plate that don't belong to, your area and everything. You think nothing of it, right? You just carry on with your day and just move on with your life. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like this can fly super on the radar, and it's scary, you know what I mean? It's scary because, like, people just mind their own business, and which is fine. Like, I'm not saying go minding other people's business. Like, yeah, mind your own business, but it's like, it's scary, you know what I'm saying, when stuff like this can fly under the radar for so long, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if that person that reported the foul odor coming from the car in the impound lot, what if they just didn't care? What if they're just minding their own business? What if they just thought, oh, maybe it was like dog poop or something like that? Maybe I don't want to get it into, you know what I'm saying, and just moved on with their life. You know how long, or something like that? Like, it's crazy to me to see how stuff like this, crimes like this, or situations or something like this, right, could fly under the radar for so long without no one paying attention until one person decides to, like, step up pretty much and, like, get to the bottom of something like this. It's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, it's just insane to me.
Classified this as a homicide because the medical examiner still hasn't determined exactly how Celeste died. The Tesla was abandoned and towed on September 6th, and just 2 days later, workers at the impound lot made the grim discovery. Investigators say the case...
Yeah, like, what if the workers decided just, maybe it's just none. Maybe it's just some, I don't know, some, like, dead bird, or, like, maybe it's just some dog poop on the floor. It's just none. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just keep going on with your day. Like, that's crazy to me.
Now depends on the coroner's findings. And so far, the process has apparently been very difficult. I'm assuming it's probably because, her body was decomposed, so that would make a lot of sense, right? No arrests have been made so far, but the fact that LAPD homicide detectives are searching homes connected to David shows just how closely they're closing in on his world. And if that wasn't enough, okay, the plot has thickened even more, and we got some new details that make the story darker than anyone expected. Here's where things get even darker. According to TMZ, investigators may be looking at a direct connection between David and Celeste herself, and after TMZ got a tip that the victim might be Celeste, they reached out to her mother, and her mother confirmed two things. Number one, first, that Celeste apparently had a boyfriend named David, and number two, that she had a tattoo on her right index finger that said, "Shh." Now that right there is not new information, right? It lined up exactly with what the initial reports from the coroner were saying, but here's where things get crazy.
Yeah,
because
David has the same matching
himself
tattoo.
has the exact same
He has the same matching tattoo. Literally, this is what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago.
tattoo inked on his right index finger, and on the screen right now you'll see a picture of that. So let's just keep this on the screen for a second if you want to check it out, because I don't want you rewinding this and going out of your way to rewind it. So as you guys can see, here's the picture. Looking, you see it? Great. Let's keep it moving. All right, so this is already a lot. I ain't even gonna lie, this is a lot. Okay, so let's just sit with this for a second. They found a body in a Tesla registered to David. It ends up being 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, who's been missing since April 2024. Ma Dukes, Celeste's mother, said her daughter had a boyfriend named David, and on top of all that, they both got the same tattoo on their finger. And it doesn't stop there, because the plot just keeps on getting thicker. Because TMZ didn't just talk to Celeste's mom, they actually published photos and even a video that appear to show David and Celeste together. On the screen right now, you can see exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll just keep it on the screen for a second or two just so you can watch it, so you don't have to rewind. You see it right there? All right. And out of respect for her family, I've blurred her face in any of the visuals in this video, okay? According to TMZ, one of the photos shows them sitting together at a booth at a venue, both of them wearing black. Now, TMZ also pointed out something very interesting, which was David is wearing the same exact shirt in that booth photo as he wore in a picture with singer Billie Eilish back in October 2023, and that photo is right here, okay? Now, this is what TMZ stated, and in no way, shape, or form is this particular connection a sign of anything beyond what they reported. It's just an observation they made to support the photo being authentic, okay? And it wasn't just photos, however, okay? TMZ also posted a live stream from January 2024 showing the two of them on camera together answering questions from fans. In the clip, you can...
Yeah, this is what I saw. I seen this recently. Damn. This is crazy, bro. Like, imagine you was in that live stream and you had no idea. You had no idea what was happening. And all of a sudden, just boom. Just everything starts unfolding and you're like, what the hell? You just start, you know what I'm saying? I could never.
You can hear what appears to be Celeste telling David to respond to a comment. That's a direct interaction on video, and it's left a lot of people asking questions. And remember, this is a 15-year-old girl we're talking about. Now, TMZ, who obviously they've been putting in some work on this story, right? They did even more digging. And what they claim is this. They found another photo of David in Lake Elsinore, the same city where Celeste went missing back in April 2024 after leaving her home around 9 p.m. and never coming back. For context, Lake Elsinore is about 70 miles outside of Los Angeles, and it's where Celeste lived with her family. And here's the part that made people react, okay? The photo that TMZ stated that they have was taken just a 6-minute walk from Celeste's family home. Once again, I want to make it clear, this is what TMZ reported. I'm not saying that this, says anything. I'm just reporting what they said, okay? And also, just so we're on the same page here, police have not named a suspect in Celeste's death. But according to TMZ, for detectives to even get that search warrant on the Hollywood Hills home that David lived in but doesn't own, that's what led investigators to seize a computer and multiple evidence bags from the...
I mean, the police haven't listed a suspect. They don't have a suspect, but it's pretty obvious, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you have a search warrant and you're going through the guy's home and you're going through his belongings and his police, he might as well be a damn suspect, you know what I'm saying?
Property. Now, since I want to be very mindful of how I cover this particular story, considering how sensitive it is, let me just say it like this, right? There are other photos and videos of Celeste and David floating around social media, but I won't be showing those here. Her family just got the worst possible news of their life, and I want to keep that in mind as I break the story down. So we're sticking strictly to what's been reported publicly by verified outlets. That way we keep it respectful, accurate, and above all else, responsible, right? Now this next part is wild as well, because there's this video that's
real. BlackySpeakz. That's so real. I love that.
Surface online that TMZ published, which is a video of.
Honestly, I honestly just much love, much respect to the family. I hope they're doing good and all that. I hope that many years since they haven't seen their daughter, and all of a sudden they're getting news that she's found dead in the back of a car. Like that's mental.
One of Celeste's alleged former teachers talking about her in class. He pulled out his phone, showed students a photo of himself with Celeste, and said he had taught her years ago. And according to this teacher, Celeste first disappeared after meeting David on social media. He claims this, right? And he even claims that she ran away to Hollywood with him before police eventually tracked her down and returned her to her mother.
That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago was this?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, and then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
The teacher says that she went missing again in May 2024, 1 month after
That's
she was
insane.
missing
That's insane.
in April of 2024. And that was the last
insane.
he
Holy
heard of her
fuck.
until now. He told his class he was sharing this as a cautionary tale about the dangers of social media. Again, this is what the teacher is claiming, but as you guys can see, I just played the video, right? The plot definitely keeps getting thicker and thicker and thicker and thicker. And on that note, there's also a bunch of Discord messages floating around the internet right now that people are connecting to this.
The Discord messages is insane. It's insane. To be caught on Discord is insane, bro. Like, it's a whole Discord server and no one decided to do none. No one decided to take it to the authorities. I can't be bothered. I can't be asked, bro. Like, please, guys, please, if you see something fishy, if you see something that isn't right, you know you can anonymously report this to the authority, and you should. You can save a life. You can save multiple lives.
Story. Since I personally can't verify if they're accurate or not, I won't be showing them in this video, but what I will say is this: they're out there and they're adding a whole other layer of speculation to this case right here. Now here's another layer people online have been talking about: a leaked song that's been floating around where David allegedly mentions Celeste by name. Supposedly the track is titled Celeste. Now let's be very clear, I have no clue where this comes from. Is it legit? Is it AI? I can't verify that, and that's exactly why I'm not going to play it here, but it's been circulating, and the fact that people even believe this record exists has added another wild twist to the narrative. And by the way, just to be clear, it's an actual song, like it's an existing song, but I just can't verify if it's a real song, if you get what I'm saying, because sometimes people might make certain things with AI because the story is big. You get what I'm saying? Now with everything we just laid out, let's talk about the fallout, because things are starting.
AI is crazy, and it's gonna get crazier. That's insane. If it's AI, that's insane.
Starting to spiral. Right after Celeste was officially identified, David hit a pause on his world tour. He was actually going to perform in Europe, like places like Copenhagen.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he should pause his tour. That's easy.
Stockholm, I believe London as well, and Poland, if I'm not mistaken. But it looks like the tour has been put on hold as of today. On top of the tour getting shut down, a few popular artists in the industry have already started distancing themselves from David. One of those artists is Kali Uchis, a very talented singer who, the last time I checked, she was in a relationship with Don Toliver, and I believe they actually had a baby. She actually teamed up with David earlier this year on a song called Crashin' from his debut album Withered. But after the news broke about Celeste, Kali Uchis publicly responded on Instagram saying that the collab is in the process of being taken down from streaming services. And when people in her comments try to blame her for working with him, she fired back saying that's just internalized misogyny. In other words, women always getting blamed for what men do, which happens. Aside from that, Canadian pop star Tate McRae, one of the biggest names in the mainstream right now, has also decided to unfollow David on social media. And like we already know, Hollister pulled him from their campaign as well.
Yeah, David also made a song with Jason Derulo. Just check it. Yeah. Whole song. I'm gonna play it. Such an artist, psychopath. Let's see what comment said. Just found out about bro, and now he's going to prison. Looks like the short blonde Asian boy was going to be the next victim. This age like milk. Garbage featuring garbage. You're evil. Oh, this is creepy. Now we know what he was waiting for. Man, what a waste of talent. Yeah, this is crazy, honestly.
Well, so as you guys could see, the industry is, the industry is reacting to this, okay? So right now, things are very much up in the air. Authorities haven't named a suspect, and they haven't even...
I know they unfollowed each other on Instagram as well.
But the fact that they searched his home, seized evidence, they left with a computer, all these ties are being cut. It shows just how seriously they're treating this. For David, this isn't just a hit to his career. His entire world is hanging by a thread. You know, it's strange how this thing started with...
Like even though he can prove that he's innocent and didn't do anything, it's still messed up that he's involved with a minor in a sexual way or in a romantic way. It's still messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think his career is hanging from a thread. I think his career is just done. Like, he can't beat the allegations of being a PDF, being a Geppetto. He can't beat the allegations. He's a Geppetto, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of proof to show that. So even though if he's innocent, it still doesn't, erase the fact that bro is a Geppetto, and that's messed up. That's the worst part about
in that Tesla, and now it's turning.
I think that's the worst part about well, not about the situation, but I feel like that's like, what do you call it? Like the silver bullet, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though if he's innocent and he's proven not guilty, he's still a Geppetto, you know what I'm saying?
Into one of the most shocking stories the music industry has seen in a long time. This story is going to keep on developing, and eventually we'll get the truth of what happened to 15-year-old Celeste. And I trust that law enforcement will do their due diligence, because at the end of the day, this isn't just a headline right here. It's about a young girl and her family who deserve answers more than anybody. And as for David himself, his connection to Celeste is weird, it's strange, and honestly, it's pretty creepy in my opinion, right? I'm not saying that he's guilty. I'm just saying, like, just the fact that he's even connected to this, especially considering her age, I think it's...
Yeah, exactly. It's creepy as hell. Whether if he's not guilty, it's still creepy as hell.
It's weird, right? There are too many coincidences here for it not to raise eyebrows. But since we don't know what we don't know, it's hard to take a firm stance on what the truth actually is, right? What I do know is that public opinion is forming fast, and that's why people are looking at this situation and saying something doesn't feel right. My number one concern here is that Celeste's family gets justice, and that they find out what really happened to her, why it happened, and who was responsible. Because yeah, the internet's locked in since it's tied to a popular singer, and this guy's famous, and nobody thought that he would ever be connected to something like this. But when you strip all that away, what matters most is the life that was lost. So my condolences go to Celeste's family, and sure. I pray strength and comfort.
I pray everything. I pray for love. I pray for safety. I pray for comfort. I pray for everything. Honestly, it's insane to see, your daughter, your literal 15-year-old daughter, that was taken away from you for a year, and all of a sudden found, dead and all that, mutilated, cut into pieces. Like, it's damn. It's messed up.
Upon
honestly.
them during this time. I'll keep you guys updated as this story unfolds. You already know that I'm going to be behind this microphone breaking it down for you all the way, okay? Every single.
All right. W BlackySpeakz. Honestly, this is. I'm trying to see the situation too. I'm keeping up to date with it slowly, because again, this is something that, you know, I don't really like to cover. This is something that I actually feel like I feel sick to my stomach whenever I read situations like this. It's insane to me. There's this fuck it, I'll say it. I had this one situation. I was in high school, graduated from high school actually. There's this one dude I know, and that was a Geppetto, right? This guy was he was in his 20s, like 21 to, I would say, because we just graduated high school, and this guy would still like drive back to our old high school to pick up girls and everything, right? Insane. But the whole like community, the whole community of people that graduated found out about this, and we pretty much like told the principal, we told them to watch out for this guy and everything. We told him that he could be like, he's dating like a minor and everything like that. And yeah, he got like a restraining warrant from authorities to never or trespass. He got a trespass warrant from authorities to never, you know, cross or walk near our high school and everything. Like, we literally told the authorities like on him. Like, we brought that, like, it was insane. Like, it was good. It was a good thing that we did. It wasn't just me. It was like a bunch of other people. It was like a group of us. I would say like 10, 15 of us. We all just anonymously just reported his ass to the authorities and told them that, yeah, this guy's like a Geppetto, like he's 22 years old, and at that time he was dating someone that was 16 or something like that. It's insane, honestly. I never, don't talk to that guy. I don't associate with him. I don't know where he's at right now, but like, I won't be surprised if he's still doing his nonsense, his crazy, weird antics. I won't be surprised, because that's the type of person he is. You know what I'm saying? But we did our part. We reported him to the authorities. We reported him to the principal of the school and everything. So yeah, hopefully, you know, I don't know. Hopefully he found Jesus, but. Yeah, no, this whole situation is messed up. Anyways, bro, I'm gonna head off, bro. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay blessed. I'm gonna keep up with this whole story, with this whole situation. If there's any news, I'm gonna react to it. I'm gonna make a video on it. Shout out to BlackySpeakz. He's a W content creator. Honestly, he's one of the reasons why I'm doing this whole shit, while I'm trying to start this whole channel and hopefully, you know, grow it to a point where I can do this as a living. But again, y'all stay safe, y'all stay blessed. Love y'all. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next.